A micro-scale AT-AT. I would have expected the AT-AT to have been done to death in these calendars, but amazingly, in 13 years of Star Wars Advent calendars, it's only been done 3 times. 2015, 2018, and today in 2024. Hell, the 2018 version isn't even technically a true AT-AT, as it's an AT ACT. But that's a bit like arguing the toss between a Ford Transit that's a minibus or a Ford Transit that's a van. This is an incredibly similar design to the earlier versions, but with a better head shape. It's a bit goose-steppy, which is fine as the Empire are basically space Nazis. It's rock solid too. Compare that to yesterday's lightweight battle droid, or even its much bigger cousin, the UCS AT-AT, which falls over as soon as you look at it. I'm going to give a festive pity point to the AT-AT, as it's most famously used in the frozen tundra of Hoth. Overall, this is a welcome return to the AT-AT, and a proper toy to boot. Venom minifig. Everyone's favourite symbiote, sometime villain, sometime hero, sometime anti-hero. The perennially famished Venom is a recent addition to the Spider-Verse. Hang on, he first appeared 40 years ago. Fuck, I'm old. Anyway, this minifig is decent but completely off the shelf, so it's disappointing that again they haven't put in a bit of effort. Well, they threw in a scarf, so he's a notch more seasonal. Actually, there were 2 in the pack, so the completely standard Spider-Man on day 1 now looks a bit more winter appropriate as well. Far better than the last few days, but still not deserving of a win. A table of food. Wow, that's original. This is the same story as day 3, but with more Potter-centric elements, such as the Bertie Bott's jelly beans and the Book of Spells, so I'll sling it an extra point for that. Overall, if Harry Potter is repeating himself, so am I. Not a classic, not bad, just a bunch of stuff that happened. A skiing minifig. This is a quality minifigure, with a delightful face print and a seasonal jumper that matches the dog from day 3. The fact she is a skier is a bit weird given the skateboard and lid that was in day 4. I guess she needs some way of getting around when it isn't snowing. But this also makes me think of the John Lewis ad from a few years ago, where a foster dad was learning how to skateboard to connect with his new foster daughter. As someone who doesn't have kids, that always left me in a dusty room with terrible allergies, and this is clicking the same buttons. Yes, a sudden gear change into actual human emotion. Who had that on the cards? Overall, this will be a new addition to the Winter Village, which I still haven't started. After a few bumpy days, this is a much more enjoyable offering across the board. A great minifig steals it, although I really like that AT-AT. In terms of the championship, it's good that City has risen to the challenge of keeping Star Wars honest. Harry Potter needs to bring more originality, and Marvel, it needs to desperately up its game.